Hi, in this video I'd like to talk a little about the mountains that people consider beautiful and give a few examples based on my personal impressions. Mountain beauty is largely subjective, but there are several factors that most people perceive in the same way. First, shape and silhouette. Prominent peaks, sharp ridges, or conversely a majestic rounded massif all create different impressions. For example, a solitary pyramid is often perceived as very impressive. Second, height and dominance. A mountain that significantly dominates the surrounding landscape usually evokes more respect and admiration than an equally tall mountain hidden among other peaks. Third, the surrounding landscape. Lakes, forests, glaciers, meadows, or deep valleys can significantly enhance a mountain's beauty. Other factors, such as sunrise or sunset, fog, fresh snow, or dramatic clouds, can transform the same mountain beyond recognition. Different rocks create different shades and textures. For example, granite walls, red sandstone, or white limestone each have their own unique charm. A snow-covered mountain creates a different impression than green slopes in summer or golden forests in autumn. A mountain can appear inconspicuous from one side and monumental from another. If a mountain is associated with legend, history, or personal experience, people often perceive it as more beautiful. A concave shape creates an impression of stability, strength, and majesty. Such shapes often convey a sense of power and harmony. A convex shape creates a more dramatic effect. The slopes are steeper at the summit and gentler at the base, and ravines and chasms are often carved into the mountain. These shapes add tension and a sense of wildness to the landscape. As a question about the most beautiful mountain is very subjective. There is not one single most beautiful mountain in the world. Among the mountains that are most often called the most beautiful in the world, we can highlight this list, which we will stick to. Alpamayo, a nearly perfect ice pyramid and mysterious mountain in Peru. Cerro-Torre, the so-called stone scream. Shivling, a famous peak in the Indian Himalayas. Tengri, ruler of the sky. K2, the mountain of all mountains. Ama-dablam, the mother's amulet. Machapuchare, a sacred mountain with a distinctive fishtail. Kailash, considered one of the most sacred mountains in Tibet. Matternhorn, appears to be a sculpture carved by nature. Alpamayo, or Nevado Alpamayo, is a 5,947-meter-high mountain in the Peruvian Andes, located in the Cordillera Blanca mountain range in the Huascaran National Reserve. In 1966, the German magazine Alpinismus called it the most beautiful mountain in the world, due to its almost perfectly symmetrical glacial pyramid shape. Obviously, Alpamayo looks completely different from the other side, but even this view from the west of its ice wall is breathtaking. Cerro-Torre is an iconic 3,128-meter-high granite cliff located in Patagonia, on the border between Argentina and Chile, west of the famous Monte Fitzroy Massif. It is located within the Los Glaciares National Park and is considered one of the most challenging and exciting rock climbing locations in the world. Cerro-Torre is known as the Scream of Stone. The summit, resembling an ice mushroom, is covered by a huge overhanging formation of frost. Climbing it is often the most difficult part of the entire journey, and sometimes practically impossible due to weather conditions. Patagonia is famous for winds over 100 kilometers per hour and very short periods of good weather. Many strong climbers wait for weeks and ultimately don't even attempt the summit. Shivling, a perfectly pyramidal mountain in the Indian Himalayas. It rises to a height of 6,543 meters and boasts an extremely symmetrical, steep summit. From many angles, it resembles a stone pyramid or a gigantic tower. The mountain's nearly vertical granite and ice walls create a truly impressive sight. Climbers sometimes compare it to the Alpine giants, only on a much larger scale. Situated above the Gangotri Glacier, it rises directly above one of the most important Himalayan glaciers. The contrast of dark rocks, white snow, and blue sky is extremely photogenic. At sunrise and sunset, its granite walls turn golden and orange, further highlighting its jagged shapes. It stands out from the surrounding valleys, giving it a monumental appearance and dominating the landscape. Beyond its aesthetic beauty, Shivling also has profound spiritual significance. Its name refers to the Shivling, a symbol of the god Shiva. For pilgrims traveling to Galmuk and the Tapovan region, it is a sacred mountain, considered a place of extraordinary spiritual power. It is one of the most picturesque, but also technically extremely challenging peaks to climb. K2, at 8,611 meters, is the second highest mountain in the world and the highest peak in the Karakoram Mountains. It lies on the border between Pakistan and China. K2 is generally considered one of the most majestic mountains in the world. While Everest has a rather squat appearance from many perspectives and is surrounded by other massifs, K2 stands out for its pure aesthetics and impressive appearance. K2 is a nearly symmetrical, sharply carved pyramid of rock and ice. Beauty meets terror. Climbers and travelers often describe K2's beauty as dark, cold, and hypnotic. Its aesthetic perfection stands in direct contrast to its extreme danger. Climber Reinhold Messner called it the most beautiful of all the 8,000ers, but also the most brutal. Khan Tengri, located at the junction of the borders of China, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan, east of Lake Issyk-Kul in Kyrgyzstan. Khan Tengri is a mountain in the Tian Shan Range in Central Asia. Its geological elevation is 6,995 meters, but the glacier cover rises to 7,010 meters. For this reason, in mountaineering circles, including for the Snow Leopard Award criteria, it is considered a 7,000-meter peak. Khan Tengri is the second highest mountain in the Tian Shan, second only to Pobeda Peak. It is also the world's northernmost peak, over 7,000 meters. Here you can see the mountain together with the northern Inalchek Glacier. The uniqueness of Khan Tengri lies in its almost perfectly symmetrical pyramidal shape on all sides. Its top is made of light marble. At sunrise and sunset, The marble takes on a golden or reddish-orange hue, hence its name, Lord of the Sky, or Ruler of the Sky. This is one of the most challenging and dangerous 7,000ers, although it is often described as one of the more accessible mountains above 700 meters. The typical route is more than just a long, high-altitude trek. It includes steep ice and snow slopes, often 40 to 60 degrees, fixed ropes, and sections that require a certain degree of control over crampons, ice axes, and rope movement. The weather in the Tian Shan Mountains changes very quickly. Strong winds, extreme cold, and snow can change conditions in a matter of hours. Avalanches, falling ice, and glacier crevices pose a threat. Acclimatization and waiting for suitable weather conditions typically take 2 to 4 weeks. Ama-dablam is often called the most beautiful mountain in the world, reaching a height of 6,812 meters. Its silhouette is almost perfect, a slender ice pyramid rising above the jagged rocky ridges that spread across the landscape like outstretched arms. The mountain appears elegant and harmonious, as if crafted by an artist rather than by geological forces. Its beauty constantly changes depending on the light. At dawn, the summit is bathed in delicate shades of pink and gold, while deep shadows highlight the jagged lines of the ridges. During the day, glaciers and snow-capped slopes shimmer against the dark granite. In the evening, ama-dablam is immersed in a bluish twilight, and its silhouette becomes almost symbolic, a silent guardian of the Khumbu Valley. The local Sherpa people hold the mountain in deep respect. Its name means mother's pendant, ama means mother, and dablam is a traditional Sherpa amulet worn around the neck. The long ridges resemble a mother's nurturing embrace, and the overhanging glacier resembles the pendant she wears close to her heart. It is this combination of majesty and tenderness that makes this mountain exceptional. Machapuchare. This mountain is part of the Annapurna mountain range. Its double peak, reminiscent of a fishtail, hence the name Machapuchare, gives it a unique silhouette, unmistakable from any other mountain. Its beauty lies in its sheer simplicity. Steep cliffs rise skyward, their sharp lines converging into an elegant double peak that seems to float above the surrounding valleys. At dawn, the peak glows with soft shades of pink, orange, and gold, while evening light transforms the snow-covered slopes into tranquil silvery expanses. On clear days, the mountain is reflected in the surface of Lake Piwa, creating one of the most beautiful images in Nepal. Shrouded in morning mist, illuminated by the setting sun, or shining under the starry sky, it always appears calm, majestic, and almost unearthly. But Machapuchare isn't just beautiful, it's also sacred. Locals consider it the abode of the god Shiva. Out of respect for this tradition, its summit is officially closed to climbers. This has allowed the mountain to retain an aura of pristine mystery, further enhancing its appeal. Perhaps this is why Machapuchare is called not a mountain to be conquered, but a mountain to be admired. Its beauty lies not only in its perfect form, but also in the fact that it has preserved its pristine, sacred, and silent mystery to this day. Mount Kailash, 6,638 meters, in Tibet, is considered one of the most sacred mountains in the world. This unique mountain range has a concave shape with 4 walls oriented almost exactly to the cardinal directions. Its summit is covered in snow year-round, giving it a radiant and majestic appearance. Its beauty and appeal lie not only in its appearance, but above all in its profound symbolism, mystical aura, and unique shape. The mountain is considered the center of the world for 4 different religions: Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, and Tibetan bonsai. Kailash is one of the few great mountains in the world that remains unconquered. Due to its religious significance, climbing it is strictly prohibited. Matterhorn. This mountain range is located in the European Alps, on the border of Italy and Switzerland, reaching an altitude of 4,478 meters. From a mountaineer's perspective, the Matterhorn, viewed from Zermatt or the Italian side of Broyle Cervinia, almost seems like a sculpture crafted by nature. It's not just a peak, but the embodiment of alpine elegance, a mountain that combines strength and grace, ruggedness and beauty, majesty and tranquility. It's no wonder that more than 150 years later, it continues to inspire climbers, artists, photographers, and anyone who has even glimpsed it. The Matterhorn is also a symbol of courage, perseverance, and the human dream of overcoming one's own limitations. Its first ascent in 1865 was one of the most significant moments in the history of mountaineering.